Alright, let me check and make sure that this is working before I do anything else at all. It looks like it's working, but let me see. Yeah, it is. Okay, so before I start this up, I want to say that this introduction shows a problem that I have with Flycast that's more severe here than it is anywhere else. In most places, it's just a minor nuisance, or you wouldn't notice it, or it just seems like it has slightly longer load time than normal. But it doesn't seem to quite keep up with the speed of the actual Dreamcast 56 speed CD-ROM, and that's really odd to me. And I did a bunch of optimizations to try and fix this, but you get maybe like a little warble here, a little bit of a not quite crisp transition of a menu when you're playing like Marvel vs. Capcom or something. But in game, you never even think about it. It's so minor. It's like so minor. But here, since it's like loading through every single character all at once, it's a little more noticeable. Like it gets pretty choppy for a second, a few times. And this is even after a bunch of optimizations. I mean, I've really cut it down to a minimum. So it's not. It may not look severe to you, but it's still noticeable to me. Let's give it a go. I'll show you what I mean. So Redream, I'm also going to say that Redream doesn't have this problem, but Redream is fully incompatible with all AMD GPUs apparently, and there's like no fix for it, and updating the driver doesn't fix it either. So that's the state of Dreamcast emulation right now. I guess the other option would be null VC, but it's pretty old and probably pretty outdated. Flycast is at least fully compatible. Everything works and looks right on it. This is exactly like it looks on a real Dreamcast, except for these little stutters you're going to see here in a second that happen only in these weird situations where there's a bunch of loading. Like a bunch of loading. This is every character being cycled through in the background with no load time. So, see, that's not too bad. That's definitely, I've got it running better than ever for sure. Now this doesn't actually affect anything in game with this, like as far as load speeds go. It only is the intro in this particular game, and it's a pretty minor problem now that I've got it like all worked out a lot. But it's just something you should be aware of, and something that I hope that the Flycast developer is aware of and works to improve. To make their, I mean, I really think that Flycast could easily be better than Redream, especially considering that Redream is cutting out a massive amount of hardware. They're not supporting AMD at all. So, I mean, it makes the graphics like completely corrupt. Oh, and the screen tearing and stuff that you see, that's just because this capture card is garbage. It looks totally clean on my end otherwise. So the frame rate situation might actually look a lot worse to you. Also, frame stuttering when you go into a level, like when it's like swooping in on the characters, that happens on a real Dreamcast, and it's something that people complain about in this particular port of the game that makes it less smooth than the arcade game. Lastly, I do have the Model 3 ROM on the system. I could play it as well, but and it looks better, especially upscaled or whatever. But I'm playing ports, and I want to play them all the way I remember them and stuff. So we're just doing that. I'm going to turn the difficulty down to easy. Is that like 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 5? We'll see. I might even want to just chop that down to like 1. Since 2 is as low as it goes, that would be first to 2. Is this like first to 3, 3 out of 5? I think we want to do this. I think this is what we want. Oh, and in team battle, I guess none of that matters. It's just you have 3 characters. Actually, yeah, fuck all that. Are we doing team battles? You know what? We're not. We're not doing team battles. We're gonna do versus normal. Does that give you the normal backgrounds and shit too? I don't think it does. Let's see if I can get center on this camera a little better. At least. Oh, that was like. This is like a versus mode or something. So hang on. Let me fix this. Oh, normal mode. Duh. Okay, that's what I wanted. Sorry. A little slow here. And I don't think I have to do anything with the controls. I think they're exactly the way I want them. Yeah, they are. Both this game and I'm assuming Virtua Fighter 4 and 5 will be set up normal on a DualShock controller. So I guess I'm done with having to fuck with controls and make them all weird. I do have a 6-button controller, like a Hori Xbox controller right next to me that I could use for certain things, and I probably will going forward. If I'm not feeling like hooking up the arcade stick, but I want to play something like X-Men vs. Street Fighter, which I kind of always want to play something like X-Men vs. Street Fighter, I might plug it in next time and get going. It's a great controller. It's got a really fat, like easily rolled around D-pad that's great for doing special moves. It's a pretty cool controller. Not sure which pie costume I like better. I think probably the one I'm in looks more iconic to me. This game's cool as shit, though. I don't know. I think the main problem that it had, the biggest hurdle it faced, was like Soul Calibur coming out like right with it, and Soul Calibur being so insanely enhanced for the Dreamcast hardware. I mean, the System 22 arcade game, or whatever the hell hardware it runs on, 24, 22. It looked pretty good. I mean, it was pretty good. It didn't have texture filtering. It was definitely still had a bit of a PlayStation vibe to it, but it was also definitely something that the PlayStation couldn't handle. You know what I mean? Like, it was both things at the same time. It would have been chopped down quite a bit. But like, it was not chopped down on the Dreamcast. It was boosted up to an insane level, and it just was instantly the best looking fighting game, and stayed the best looking fighting game for quite a while. The only other challenger being DOA 2, which also ran on the same hardware, so Dreamcast had a huge impact on 3D fighting, no matter how you look at it. These character models looked amazing at first, and now they just look like ass after Soul Calibur. That's the thing, too. They really do. Soul Calibur and DOA just got fucking crazy with it, and all of a sudden, like, the full CG quality of like a character from like an intro in Tekken, you know what I mean? Like, now that's what you were looking at. It's crazy. I had this set on 2 and it's still doing 3 rounds. Let's see if we can figure that out real quick. That makes me think it didn't save my settings, and it's also not on easy. Not that I'm having a hard time, but I just... Hey, does this still work? Can I do this? Yeah, it does. So, kind of like how you can hold down on run and select at the same time to make a TurboGrafx or PC Engine reset. On the Dreamcast, you can hold down on the 4 face buttons and hit start, and it works on everything. So I'm guessing maybe I had to like save the options, or like I hit the wrong button. Yeah, something didn't happen. There's a bit of weird load there too, where it doesn't respond to your controls for a second. Is it always the same characters you fight? I think it is. Oof. Right in the crotch. Oh shit, my TV's too loud. I'm probably catching on this. Sorry about that. It felt like there was a weird black bar across the top of the screen there for a second, but I just caught it on the monitor. I don't know if it was on the real screen. That's weird if true. But I think the actual rendering of this game looks great. I mean, this is what it looks like on my Dreamcast. I had the Dreamcast hooked up to a VGA monitor. It was CRT, but it was using VGA. So this progressive scan, it looked just like this. I mean, effectively, there's not much difference between modern panels and late era CRT, VGA, and progressive scan modes. This is what the games look like in 640. This is just 640 by 480 VGA rendering, basically. Oh, there is a weird black bar, only during the replay. I wonder if that's... I would need to play that on real hardware to see if that's there or not. Huh. Curious about that. Kage being the canon winner of this Virtua Fighter. And by this point they had added motion blur to some of the attacks. They didn't put hit markers in yet, though. I think that starts in Virtua Fighter 4, and they are optional, I believe, although enabled by default. Maybe? And I guess in some ways people thought that that made it more Tekken-like too, but like, it's important to feel impact when you're punching someone in the game, and I feel like sometimes Virtua Fighter doesn't do a great job of that. A lot of the kicks land with some pretty good force, and the throws are effective and feel cool. Like some of the punching just feels like air whiffing. I think DOA is a much worse offender in this category, where it just feels like you're not punching anything, or just kind of not really connecting or whatever. But Virtua Fighter's kind of bad about it. That's my biggest criticism of the way the game has always felt. Because it's such a great game in every regard otherwise. Especially as they go along, and I think 4 and 5 are just... I mean, 5's kind of a rehash of 4, but 4 is like a fucking masterpiece, so it's a good thing to rehash, I guess. They sure have been rehashing the hell out of it. We don't need a 5th version of Virtua Fighter 5. Please give us Virtua Fighter 6 next. Please, Sega. There's gotta be enough people who like it, right? There's gotta be, right? Oh man, the skybox looks so much better on the Model 3. That's crazy. At least that's my recollection.
Fight 2, ready, go!
Oh, they're putting bars on the top and the bottom. Okay, so that's probably some attempt at letterboxing. There's just a line across the very top of the screen because my guess would be that that's out of the fucking overscan on a normal TV. And I think that this is an infinite plane fighting level, which is quite a bit different than anything else this game's got going on. And it's definitely like a one-off for Virtua Fighter, right? I don't think they ever do this shit ever again. But this one has also like really extreme height variations and stuff. It's such a cool place to fight. I don't know, man. I really like some of these ideas. I feel like they could have been built on more instead of just instantly shot down. Put his ass down. Down. Now we get an actual floating raft level, not a bullshit version of it. Although, do you ever even go under bridges on this one? I think you just float at the open sea. Oh shit. Shun is just absolutely whipping the shit out of me. Oh, her arm's all fucked up. It's gross. Well, I can confirm, real hardware, arm's still gross. Seen it both ways. I think this is a circular arena too, which is cool. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Another first. Dang. You got one hit in. Did decent damage though. It doesn't take much in this game. Quick matches, quick rounds, lots of damage. That's how Virtua Fighter's always been. And I think that this one ends win or lose. Oh, and since you always fight dudes in the same order, I'm pretty sure you always fight Dural in the sumo circle. I could be wrong, but I mean, ooh, I got a perfect on fucking Dural. Look at that shit. Oh, it's even got a drink measure for her in case she does a Shun move with a drink. Which means she has multiple drink levels of some Shun moons even. Moves. Shun moons? Shun moves. Shit. Okay. That's fucking crazy. God damn. Is this the game where they got rid of the moon jumps entirely? Because it feels like it. Everything's been pretty grounded so far. That's a really big step up in the gameplay, really, and probably something that it also deserves more praise for. But I would like to do team battles as well. I wonder if this cuts it to 2-character team battle by having it this way. Oh yeah, so Genki did the port. That's a pretty important part of the story, I guess. So yeah, a lot of people were dissatisfied with that. A lot of people have mixed feelings about Genki anyway. They mostly make racing games. I like the Tokyo Extreme Racer games that they make, or whatever you want to call them, Shitoku Highway Battle. They have a bunch of other names too. I can't even remember all of them. At least one of them was a licensed Tokyo Drift game. Oops, I went the wrong way with that. Grade 3, is that good? I feel like it probably is.
Game over.
I mean, it's playing on easy, so it's not like I'm trying to toot my own horn here. The ending movie. Is that just the credits? Is that what they're saying? How do you save? Is there a save and load option? I don't even see where one would save. Fuck it, whatever. That sounds incredibly stupid though. Like, you shouldn't have to save anyway. Oh, so yeah, there's an entirely different ending movie that they don't show you at the ending. That you have to load from the menu. Sure, why not? Oh yeah, sharp time. Here's a character I don't understand how to control at all. I should use both her and the sumo wrestler just as a team if it's two characters only. They're the new guys. See if I can figure the new guys out. I think this one does have some sort of proper practice mode though in it too, doesn't it? Not that I'm going to dedicate a lot of time to something like that, but it's crazy that there's this long ending, but they don't show it to you automatically when you beat the game. I guess because whatever issue they have with the saving and loading is going to fuck up. Man, that's dumb. They should have been able to figure that out. That's dumb. Why didn't they just put this in as the intro before saving or loading occurs? Dumb. This is like a cool video. It would have made a cool intro. Like, people would watch it at least once. It feels more like an intro than an ending anyway. It's not showing you what happened to anybody. It's just cool videos of the characters. Yeah, doesn't feel like an ending video. It feels like an intro. And yeah, effectively resets the game whenever you use it. Wow. Holy shit, that's dumb. Yeah, it's two characters.
Fight one. Ready, go! Excellent.
Yep, it's an attempt at letterboxing where they didn't quite cut off the top. That's funny. Just to make it cinematic, yo.
Fight two. Ready, go! Excellent.
That's funny. I objectively played quite like shit there. Kind of perfect.
Fight one. Ready, go! KO.
Kage, and Akira. Okay.
One, ready, go!
So far, we haven't had to resort to using Arashi. I don't know what the fuck his name is. My Virtua Fighter 2 stream actually got some views. I wonder if 3 will, or if nobody cares about 3.
Fight 2, ready, go!
Lion and Sarah, is that right?
Fight
Yeah.
1, ready, go!
This is a real weird arena too. It's walled at the top, open on the other sides,
Excellent!
very steep towards the outside edges.
Fight 2, ready, go!
Oh, that's not good. Alright, first appearance of the sumo. Taka Arashi.
Fight 3, ready,
Awesome.
go! Excellent!
He made short work of her. What was left of her. Jeffrey and Jackie, okay.
Fight 1, ready, go! Fight 2, ready, go!
Oh, that's brutal. Oh, that's a beatdown.
I look forward to our next bout.
Yeah, the other thing about using Model 3 emulation is that its speed is really uneven, so I don't think I'd get as good of an actual overall experience playing that as I would just playing the Dreamcast for it. I hope that it improves, you know? I think it's still in development. I think it still gets updated pretty regularly. There needs to be like a real overhaul in terms of its timing, because it's not right. It's just not, it shouldn't be like it is somehow. I don't know, you know, I'm no expert on emulation, but I don't feel like the speed should be all over the place even when it's performing well. I'm not talking about the frame rate either, I'm talking about the speed. It's very, very interesting.
Fight 2, ready, go!
Okay, I'm getting worked over pretty hard. Still pulled through.
Fight 3, ready, go!
didn't realize it would be down so bad with their first guy. So that's it for me, huh? Once I continue, is it automatically the same team, I assume? Yeah, same team, same map, everything. Why load when you don't have to? It is interesting that both of the new players, both of the new fighters are Japanese characters. We went in big on that this time.
Fight 2, ready, go!
Alright, I'm about to flatten his ass.
Fight 3, ready, go! Excellent! Fight 1, ready, go! Fight 2, ready, go!
I'll probably be on here about another hour, by the way. I don't feel like 3 needs the longest amount of time in the world for you to get the gist of what the whole game's like. There's not a whole lot here. And it is more fun multiplayer, just like a lot of these. But 4 introduces a much more developed single-player game. And then 5 takes that away from you, but can be played online. So, last I tried, I was finding matches and it was connecting pretty well on most of them. It doesn't use rollback netcode though, so it's its own thing. It uses a cloud netcode system instead, which like uses Google servers or some shit, so it's not directly peer-to-peer. And that seems like a pretty good solution, but yeah, you'll sometimes feel a slowdown due to lack of rollback. I think combining the two things would probably get really good results, but nobody's done that yet. That's something that you'd think that the big heavy hitters, Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter, would really want to look into, though. They could like significantly improve their experience overall and allow players to connect from much further away. But yeah, also Virtua Fighter was one of my first online fighting experiences through the Xbox 360 version of Virtua Fighter 5, which is the first revision of it after the straight port to PS3. They added on, it's called Virtua Fighter 5 Online, and they added online play, and it was fucking awful. Like, it didn't work worth a shit, and everybody was a million times better than me, and didn't seem like the massive lag and slowdown affected them. It's just me somehow. You know what I mean? Like, they were somehow able to kick some ass while I watched it choppily happen on my end.
Fight 1, ready, go!
I don't think I ever realized before, though, that I could tone it down to a 2-person team instead of 3, and I kind of really like that, actually. There's a lot of 2-person teams that make sense. Pai and Lao, Jackie and Sarah, Akira and Kage. This team, Ai and Tagarashi.
Fight 2, ready, go! Out of the ring!
Nice, I won with a ring out of it. You know, I don't even know that I've been winning any fights so far with her being out. It's just satisfying to get one there. Very satisfying. Polygon management. Yeah, I used to be a polygon manager out at Genki. I mean, that is pretty cool. I don't know what polygon managing consists of, but it sounds cool. But yeah, a lot of criticisms on this one. Should have been done in-house on the port. They should have taken their time. Even held off on releasing the Dreamcast till they got it right, yada yada. It's just really not that bad. It's really, really close to the game that it's supposed to be. You know, like really close. Like better than ports were usually at the time. So that's really just a bunch of BS and a harsh reality of how good looking Soul Calibur was. And as an actual competitive 1v1 fighter, which one of those two games is better is debatable. They're both great in their own way, and they're very different. This game's much more technical. And Soul Calibur is much more accessible, and I feel like a little more polished in some ways. Yeah, it's just, it is what it is. They're both a little different. As a single player package, though, Soul Calibur craps all over this game. I mean, this has more than what this is. These are more options than Sega had normally been offering, which is great, but it's not like a lot of options either.
Fight one. Ready, go! Fight two. Ready, go! Fight one. Ready, go!
Nice. That's a badass throw. And they do this transparency effect for the edges of the arena when they get in the way of the camera. It's really cleanly done and what you would expect to see in maybe a more modern game.
Ready, go!
I feel like there's a lot more modeling detail put into the face than the bodies, which is interesting. A lot of visible joints on the bodies is what holds it back. The cloth and hair animation and stuff's pretty well done, but A lot of clipping and a lot of just shitty joints. I don't think they had like a regular skeletal animation thing back then. It was more like a, I don't know, it worked differently.
Fight 2, ready, go! KO! Fight 1, ready, go!
Just barely.
Fight 2, ready, go!
Oh shit.
Fight 3, ready, go! KO!
あなたには空風が足りないわ。
Fight 1, ready, go!
Oof. Oh my god. I lost because of it though, right? I fell over first. I was trying to trick him into doing it. Shit. And I did, but not fast enough.
Fight 2, ready, go! KO!
やっぱり空風足りないわね。
Fight
Yeah, Kira and Kage, like I said, that's a team that makes sense, right? You son of a bitch. Throw my heel in the face.
あなたには空風が足りないわ。
I didn't center my logo this time. You know, I think I'm not going to do that anymore. I think I'm just going to leave it directly above me. Oh, cool, this level. And this is Jackie's level. It's got like these particle spark effects in the background, and transparent floor, all kinds of cool shit going on here. Has a good sense of scale to it. Actually feel high up. I really think a lot of these levels are so well designed, and I'm surprised this game is criticized as much as it was, to be honest.
Fight 2, ready, go!
I feel like Tekken 4 had more problems with its 3D arenas than this game did. Like it made more mistakes with the design. And also had a poor variety compared to it.
あなたに
Fight 3, ready, go! KO!
あなたには空風が足りないわ。
Fight 1, ready, go!
Make sure they've recycled Pi as a opponent here too. Get my ass whooped.
Fight one. Ready, go!
I'm gonna send him right into Davy Jones' locker.
Fight two. Ready, go!
Survival mode would have really been appreciated on this, to be honest. I might go back to default settings though, just to turn it up. Yeah, this game gives you the option to save data, but like, it doesn't give you the reason. There's no unlockable characters or anything. There's no store where you can buy new outfits or stages or anything like that. It's got nothing in it, as far as that goes. It doesn't have a survival mode or anything that you'd worry about keeping score on. It may have a learning AI mode, though, where you fight the computer and it learns your moves. That might actually be the real reason to save, if it can save that kind of data.
Fight two. Ready, go!
It's unfortunate that there's not better splashing effect into the water, but like at least it does have like a transparent layer over it, which is cool. Looks good. Actually works. I think Tekken does it a little better with something that looks more like a shader over the water in Tekken 4, but it's still pretty simple. These are the simple days of water in video games. Digital Foundry has a really good video on YouTube on the topic of water in games, like the history of water in games. It's pretty interesting. Water is not something that's easy to necessarily render or represent in 2D or 3D games well. Whoa. Kick to the shin.
Fight two. Ready, go!
It's constantly off center. It's crazy. Crazy and frustrating. For some reason the start button is not working this time. Oh well, whatever. Or did it never work? Does it force you to watch the trailer or watch the credits if you win? Don't worry, I'm about to put it on normal and turn it up to 3 fights and I'll never win again. So you don't have to worry about any of that shit. I'm going to take a very short break here, and then I'm going to come back and play about 30 or 40 minutes more of this, probably about 45 minutes more. And yeah, just give me about 5 minutes here. I'm also going to have to update the break screen because I forgot to do that. Actually, that may be wrong. It may be good, but I may have to go through and manually like fix that shit. That's so cool. I need to start using that shit in fights too. That flipping forward kick is pretty rad. Anyway, I'll be right back. Thanks for watching. Alright, let's get things back to default settings and go hardcore on the team battle. I'll go with these guys. These newbies. I'll just do a care because I'm bad with them.
Fight one. Ready, go!
And Shun is so cool. I think Shun is cool. Is there a random select in this? I'd really be into that too. I should look through the modes a little more actually. Hang on just 1 second. I'm gonna go ahead and reset this. Not worried about anything hitting default settings now. Normal team versus normal training versus records. History, which is just the movies, and then options. Okay, well, let's try to select randomly and see if there's a way to do that. No, I don't think so. Doesn't look like it. That's a shame. I would like to have that option. There's not a huge roster anyway though, so it's not really that big of a deal.
Fight one. Ready, go!
Look at this brain dead idiot.
Fight two. Ready, go!
Okay. We're still good. Oh shit. Oh shit. Now things are getting a little too real. Ooh. Oh, what a last second save. That's amazing. This game is fun though. So yeah, I guess that's the whole deal. Is I wish that this was like way more fun than Virtua Fighter 2 instead of kind of being the same. Just, you know, somewhat better graphics, these cool arenas, a couple extra characters. That's pretty good overall. It gets rid of some dumb moon jumping stuff that was still residue from the first game. The stink of the first game is completely gone, in my opinion. It's a worthy sequel, but it's not. It's not like, ooh, this is so much more. Like Tekken 3 feels like a much bigger jump over Tekken 2 than this does over Virtua Fighter 2. Like Tekken 3 like really upped the ante for Tekken, but this didn't really up the ante for Virtua Fighter as much, even though it was doing some interesting stuff. But 4 is where I really became more of a fan. Like 4 is just, and like I said, I played the game and saw it too, and like played it on a kiosk and thought it was really some cool shit. But didn't get much exposure to it because I didn't know anyone with the Saturn really at the time. And yeah, so yeah, and then 3, I just kind of mostly passed it up in favor. I mean, I played it some, but I bought it. I just mostly passed it up for Soul Calibur. And then 4 came out, and I'm like, you know what? I enjoyed 3, and this looks really good. Like, this has really good graphics from what I can tell. So I bought it, and it does, and it's a really cool game. I was a huge fan of it. And then I got Evolution, and I'm like, oh man, Evolution kind of smokes the original one in terms of content and stuff. So I just sold the original one. I don't really care that I don't have it anymore. Yeah, and that's like my favorite Virtua Fighter game, but because I got 5. on 360. It was mostly sold on its online. Its online sucked. It didn't have a lot of content other than that. And it didn't feel. It certainly, again, much like this game, doesn't feel worse than 2, and in fact is better in most ways. That's the same thing with 5. It's it's better, but it's not like, ooh, this is so exciting, how much better it is. Virtua Fighter moves in such slow increments of improvement, and that makes it so like sad and kind of broke into its legacy that it hasn't actually received a real update in so long. It makes you feel like whatever they do is not going to be enough, and time's already passed it by and shit. I don't know. I mean, at least to me. I'm not saying it's irredeemable or whatever. And I definitely want a new Virtua Fighter. I just feel like it's going to be, 5.5.
Fight 2, ready, go! KO!
Even good guys blow.
Fight 3, ready, go! KO!
Even good guys blow.
I do think it's very odd too that Virtua Fighter 5's like biggest like costume pack thing that they sell is like to make your characters look like Tekken characters. It's literally a Tekken crossover. You can turn Akira into Paul or some shit, you know what I mean? Things like that. Shun looks like Heihachi or something all of a sudden, or more likely Wang. Sarah probably just gets turned directly into Nina, I'm sure. Hell, the difference is very minor anyway. In terms of appearance, not in terms of moveset. Moveset's radically different.
Fight 2, ready, go!
I mean, I guess Sarah's style could be considered MMA. Or some sort of weird Jeet Kune Do variant. Her brother being just regular Jeet Kune Do, I guess. And it's also described in the game's story as being a mixture of all moves or something.
Fight 3, ready, go!
They literally call it like mixed or whatever.
KO!
I'm faster than lightning.
Fight 4, ready, go! KO! Fight 1, ready, go! KO!
Oh god.
Even good guys blow.
Fight 2, ready, go! KO! ready, go!
Oh man, that's gonna hurt. Yeah. Oh, that makes it worse. Whoa. I did not expect to pull that out. Oh, there's two Sarahs in this match. That's really interesting. They don't even restrict that. I don't care.
Ready, go!
Oh, my neck.
KO! Fight 5, ready, go!
Oh, it looks ridiculous. I gotta figure out how to select the other outfit. That's killing me. Why am I always ending up with a player 2 outfit? Pretty sure this is player 2, right? And I could select like a Kira or something and know for sure.
KO!
Think you can win at that level?
Fight 1, ready, go! KO! Fight 2, ready, go! KO!
Nice. Beat him down.
No way you can stop me.
Fight 3, ready, go! KO!
I look forward to our next bout.
Fight 4, ready, go! KO!
I look forward to our
Nice.
next
Beat
bout.
him down, Jackie.
Fight 1, ready, go!
What is this considered for player 1 outfit? Hell, I don't even know, but that can't be Leon's, can it? Surely his is the other one.
KO!
Ooh. First round beat down, that's not good.
Fight 2, ready,
Take him down, Jackie.
KO!
I'm faster than lightning.
Fight 3, ready, go! KO!
Oh, nice. Thing's so touchy on the stupid USB.
Fight 4, ready, go!
On the controller end, not on the computer end, thank God.
KO! Fight 5. Ready, go!
Oh shit. Oh shit. That was my first loss. Stage 7. I'll change teams. That's probably what will end up happening most of the time. They'll make it like 6 or 7 stages in, die, and want to change teams. Sounds like how I probably used to play the game. Oh man, I have no idea how to use Akira. You know, I want to select Raphael again just to see if I can get his other outfit. How do you do that? If I use kick, will it give me his other outfit? I have no idea what this is doing. Ninja outfit is what I wanted with Kage, so that's good. Silver Pants outfit is stupid to me. No, this fucking sucks. Why is he in this outfit? How do you make him not in this outfit? I'm gonna find out, damn it. That's hard to do. There we go. That's not quite it. There we go. Kage should be the easiest one to tell when. How the fuck? All of them turned out in his regular ninja outfit, all 3 of them. Why? How do you choose? Is there really no way to do that? Are you really stuck depending on like which player side you're using? Because that's totally shit. That sucks, dude. Is there really no way to do that?
Fight 1. Ready, go!
Hang on, let me Google this real quick. It's driving me nuts. Press start when you select your character to change your outfit. I was pressing start. It's the big old start button. I don't think start actually does anything when you go to select your character. If you hold start and select your character, is that what they're saying? That does it. Okay. Well shit, now I know. Alright, I got this. I got this. I got this. Let's get characters that look cool for a change. I don't know what outfit this will give him exactly. Oh yeah, let's use Kage, but let's definitely have him in ninja outfit because the other outfit's kind of stupid.
Fight 1. Ready, go!
Yeah, this is the traditional lion outfit, and it looks so much cooler. Same thing with Shun, he looks so much cooler in his traditional outfit at the start. Obviously, as I don't make it a habit of fighting the elderly, as his tagline. That's great.
KO. Fight 3. Ready, go.
Oh, I think I much prefer this AOA outfit because of the flowy parts. Which I don't know if there's as much flowy cloth on the other outfit. I don't feel like there is. This game was a technical marvel at one point, though, and it's funny to think how quick that changed even back then.
Fight 1. Ready, go.
And it is good that it got a Dreamcast release. The Saturn would not have done it justice. A lot of what's in Fighter's Mega Mix is derived from the engine that they were using, which was obviously going to be not in the 480i mode, but they were going to go back to 240p. It was it ended up in Fighter's Mega Mix.
Fight 2.
So,
Ready, go.
what a knucklehead.
Fight 3. Ready, go. KO.
What a knucklehead!
Fight 1. Ready, go. KO.
I don't make it a habit of fighting the elderly.
Fight 2. Ready, go. KO.
Even good guys blow it.
Fight 3. Ready, go.
And that's just like rising. So you like when you crouch, you let off. As you let off in your character's in standing animation, you hit punch and it like smack them. It's pretty great. I think that's right. Maybe it is down towards. Let me get it right. There we go. Oh yeah, I know. It's when you're already crouching, roll to towards, and as you're rolling towards, standing up, you push punch. And then the other one is just towards punch, I guess, right? And then he's got the towards kick thing, double kicks. Kage, I have no idea how to use, but he's always pretty fun. Spins around a whole lot, I don't know. That's this whole deal.
one, ready, go!
Bam! Oh, that looks awful. He fucking smacked his head right on that edge. That's brutal. Ooh, brutal.
Fight two, ready, go!
What a knucklehead!
Fight three, ready, go!
Oh shit. It would have been cool if they had accounted for characters' weights and had them affect how the forward tilts.
I don't make it a habit of fighting the elderly.
Kind of perpetually put Y on higher ground because he's like tilting it down.
Fight one, ready, go!
2 zeros in this round again, yeah. That happens a lot. Sarah seems to come up more than normal somehow.
KO!
I don't make it a habit of fighting the elderly.
Elderly.
Fight two, ready,
I didn't even think she was 30 yet in real time, and based on her in-game birth date.
KO!
I don't make it a habit of fighting the elderly.
Fight three, ready, go!
Oh shit. His reign of terror finally ended.
Even good times, bro.
Fight four, ready, go!
There's a lot of details though that this game introduced before, even like Soul Calibur and stuff like that, with following characters with their head and stuff like that. There's smooth animation to a lot of that stuff. It's just the characters obviously look crude up close, but at a distance, those little extra animation touches really do make a difference and look pretty good. Oh shit.
Fight two, ready, go!
Oh, that's not good.
KO!
Such a great strategy here. I got Akira. Stand there and kick. Scared shitless all the time.
Fight 3, ready, go! Fight 4, ready, go! Game over!
Well, shit. I'm probably gonna wrap it up there. Because I don't really have a whole lot to say or show off in Virtua Fighter 3. Like I said, it's fun with another person. It's got regular arcade modes. It's not that it's not fun to play it that way. I could still keep going longer if I had more time, but I don't. And I want to, as far as dedicating a lot of time to one of them, it's going to be Virtua Fighter 4. I would like to spend some time on 5 as well, and we'll see. But 4 is going to get like a weekend stream. I'm going to put some time into it because it's got a robust arcade mode where you go to different arcades and participate in just regular matches to build up your rank until you get to do these like tournaments, and then you play these tournaments to win and unlock other arcades you go to. It's surprisingly engaging. Just have this little XP for sure on and we grind away at playing against the PC. Against the PC. That's a term I haven't heard in a long time. Very seems specific to PC gaming, but yeah, the AI. Yeah, anyway, that's Virtua Fighter 3. I don't think it came out on anything else at all, right? You either play the Dreamcast game, or you play the Model 3 arcade board, and that's about it. Those are your options. Which is kind of a shame. Sega haven't been great at revisiting their history. I really think a Virtua Fighter collection is something that's due and is doable. If they would just, get a good team on it. Get M2, not AM2, but M2, the porting group, which I worked with before, who do emulation stuff, and who license and set up emulators that work. Yeah, I think that would be a good product for Sega, but they don't. They need to like throw a bone to their past every once in a while. They can't just be the same collection of 30 Sega Genesis games over and over again, So anyway, I will always complain about the lack of Model 3 re-releases. I mean, it's unfortunate. That and the System 32 are just neglected. Get with it, Sega. Give us what we want. Bunch of racing and fighting games, mostly. So yeah, coming up this weekend, Virtua Fighter 4. I'll probably do some Call of Duty Warzone. I'll be back on Street Fighter 6 at some point. When does Akuma come out again? Is that around about a week from now? I'll be excited about that. I'll have to look and see. Or is that closer to the end of the month? I know it's supposed to be sometime in May, right? Am I even right about that? I don't know. So yeah, and I was gonna do some Street Fighter EX3. That's probably something I'll play after I finish all these Virtua Fighter games, along with some other stuff that I wanted to play, just some random things. Yeah, and then next big series after that will be Ridge Racer. And I'm not playing every single one of them, but I'm going to do all 4 of the PS1 games, the Nintendo 64 game, the PS2 game, the one PS2 game, because Type R is not a Ridge Racer game. It's not even supposed to be. It's just a separate like racing simulation game. We'll do the and probably like one of the PSP games. That's probably where I'll cut it off. The I don't. The two PSP games are too similar for me to care about doing both of them. Kind of. Ridge Racer 6, I might hook up the Xbox and do it, but I doubt it. I don't know. We'll see how into it I am. Ridge Racer 7, I can't do because I don't have a PS3 like at all. That's a game that might work well with the PS3 emulator, RPS 3 or whatever it's called. But like, I don't want to set up an emulator for one game. I don't care enough to do all of that just for something that's basically a variation of Ridge Racer 6 anyway. To be honest, it's kind of the same thing. So I'll probably cut it off there. Also, I'm not gonna do Ridge Racer Unbounded or whatever the other Ridge Racer Western developed. Like I think Bugbear or something is the name of the company that made those. They're not terrible games or anything. It's not that I don't have access to them because I do think I have them on my Steam account, but I just don't like them very much. Like they don't. I mean, I don't dislike them, but I don't care enough to play them. They don't feel like Ridge Racer games at all to me. They weren't developed by like a Japanese Namco team, so they're just not really Ridge Racer games in my opinion, or whatever. There's something else, but yeah, that's kind of the rundown on what's coming up. Stick around though soon for more Virtua Fighter and more Call of Duty Warzone. That's kind of what's going on right now. Anyway, thanks for watching, and if you like it, like it and subscribe. Thanks.